It is a really bad idea from Bud's perspective to look up to me to try and be a better person. Although, to be fair, you know, it's Geo he's looking at. I just happen to be controlling Geo. This is a good opportunity for us to do a few more things before going to the end of the game, because the final dungeon of the game is the space station. So we do have post-game to do, which we can't do until after we beat the final boss. So we should try to knock out some other optional stuff before going to finish the main story. And by optional stuff, really, I just mean fighting Gemini Spark EX. Because oh, Sonia's still here. Because I want his chip. There is one more optional boss, by the way. There's one more optional Ephemian boss. But I think he's supposed to be here in the scrapyard, but he isn't. So I think he might be post-game only. So we'll have to fight that last Ephemian in the post-game. Because I don't think we can do it before. I guess everything is okay between you and Luna again. I'm glad. Yeah, me too. But we should be able to find and fight Gemini Spark EX. I don't see why we couldn't. And I would assume that he's either here in the scrapyard or he's over in the garden. Because the garden was like Pat's favorite place or whatever. So we're just gonna have to hunt him down. I don't think he's gonna be right here, but we were right here, so I figured I'd check. No, this dead end's right here. There's no way he's right here. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I really think he's gonna be in the garden. Because the bosses aren't normally in the exact area where you fought them at. Taurus Fires was, but, like, Queen Ophiuka wasn't right where, she wasn't in the snake place. I don't remember where Cygnus's boss was. Libra Scales, he was in the classroom because it was a place that was unique to the teacher whose name I've forgotten. Teacher Fro. The guy with the sick afro. He was in the classroom, not in the spot where we had fought Libra Scales. And then, I think Cygnus was outside of Anakin. He wasn't inside the other spot where we fought him in the space sim. So I think Gemini Spark is going to be around here. We're going to try and find him. And if we don't, then we'll go check the scrapyard. Oh, hello. What the heck is this about? Pirate ship comp? This sounds awesome. Who doesn't love a good pirate ship? Barf, all this is being tossed about in the waves makes me feel a little woozy. I was going to say something piratey, like R-matey, but as you can see, I'm seasick. Oh, please. When are we going to reach land? Yeah, you ain't ever reaching land, buddy. You sunk. Ooh, hello. Some high-level stuff. Oh, we're gonna have a Bud chip now, too, that can pop up. Oh, none of these guys died at Cancer Bubble EX. They all just barely live. Oh, that one dies because he's fire attributed, right. Oh, that worked out amazingly, actually. I thought that was going to be a little bit messier to handle. Bum, bum, bum. I just wanted to jump in here to see if there was an HP memory. Because, you know, we're near the end of the game. It'd be nice to get some more HP memories. What can you give me? I think I did see the Taurus Fire chip there, so he can give us Taurus Fire. Oh, that's not going to hit that octopus, is it? I should have aimed for the octopus, not the other cannon dude. Oh, well. It's fine. Get him, Harp Note. In hindsight, I should have hit both of them with Harp Note by standing in the middle and then stun knuckled that one. I mean, it still worked out, but would have been a little more optimal. Oh, there's my blue data. Give me this. Ah, dang it. I just want my blue data, man. Oh, where have I seen this layout of enemies before? All right, this time I'm going to do it right. Oh, this is going to work out perfectly. I did not need to step to the right to do this, but whatever. Funky tunes, boys. There we go. Yeah, you know what? You're right. If it works, it works. Please stop giving me chips. I want Zenny. So, there's my HP memory. I can take a minute to talk about this while we're searching for Gemini Spark. It won't be long now, and we'll be done with the main game. Like, I'm confident that we will finish the main story today. But I do want to do the post-game of the game. I don't want to 100% the game because it's really, I find it fairly tedious to do all of the work that you have to do for the work that you have to do for, oh no, that's gonna screw up because that bomb is there, isn't it? My harp note isn't gonna work right. Yep, I screwed that up. I didn't think about that. But, it's really annoying to get, like, all the mega chips and stuff like that. So I don't want to 100%, but I want to do all the post-game stuff. And to do all of the post-game, you have to get all... I'm pretty sure all you need to do to be able to do all of the post-game is you have to get all 150 standard cards. I'm pretty sure in every Mega Man Star Force game, there are 150 standard cards, there's 60 mega cards, and then there are 5 giga cards. And you get a little achievement for each one of them on the title screen. It'll put a little marker on the title screen, like you got all the standard chips, or you got all the mega chips, etc., etc. But like I said, I don't want to have to get all the mega chips, because getting all the mega chips, I'm pretty sure, is like a tedious process. Maybe I'll do it on my own time, but I don't want to do it on screen. But we have to... Oh, I love getting Dragon Sky GX, because it's an insta-win on viruses like this. But, I would like to get all the standard chips on screen, to be honest, because it's not that hard to get all the standard chips. Really, it just comes down to, make sure you use the lotto things a good deal in the game, because if you use the lotto things, then you'll luck into some chips. And then it's just, a matter of you get like a bunch of them and then you're like, oh, I'm missing like 40, and then you go out of your way to like buy chips from the stores and stuff that it's like, hey, you don't have this chip, so you buy it, and it's like, well, that's another one down. And then you get down to like the last 10 and you're like, okay, well, now I just need to like Google where these 10 chips are and go get them. So I would like to get them on screen and then do all the post-game stuff. I just don't want to have to get all the mega chips. We might even go out of our way to get all the giga chips. I don't remember how you get the other... There are only 5 giga chips in the game. You buy one from Big Wave, and then you get the satellite admin giga chip for free, which we already got that one. So we might even try and get all the giga chips. It's really just the mega chips are like such a pain. I don't want to do it. I don't have Unlocker. Because getting all the mega chips, like there are 60 mega chips, but like maybe not every, but most mega chips, specifically the mega chips that are like, Ephemian chips and stuff like that, they're just, oh, I'd hit my barrier, words. Those mega chips are basically just, they have a version 1, 2, and 3. So like to get the version 3 or the version 2 mega chips, you have to run into the version 3 enemies. So, like, you know, we're looking for the EX enemy right now. You can find the EX enemy, it spawns at a certain spot, but after you beat the EX enemy, fighting the SP version of the enemy, which is, you have to beat the SP version of the enemy in, like, a certain amount of time to, you have to, like, get a high rating on beating it to get their version 3 chip. To do that, you have to just walk around in a certain area and run into them randomly. So, like, it's an RNG thing. By the way, it was not in Dream Park. I find this surprising. Might be here. Let's just keep going, like, everywhere until we run into Gemini Spark. But, so basically what I'm getting at is it's RNG to run into the enemies you need to beat to get the other mega chips. And not only is it RNG to run into them, but once you run into them, you have to have a good fight, which sometimes can be dependent on if you got good cards or not. And if you don't get the chip from beating them, then you have to run into them by RNG again. So basically what I'm saying is it's kind of tedious. And there's an element of RNG to it. As far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I could be wrong. I know that's like how it works in the Battle Network games, and I think that's how it works in the Star Force games as well. So I don't want to do that, basically, at least not on screen. So that's why I don't want to like try and do a 100% playthrough of this game, because I don't want to have to get all the Mega chips. But I would like to get all the standard chips, because that is also takes some work, but it's not like impossible. It's not like super time consuming, I feel like. I've done the post game in the Battle Network games more than once. And I feel like getting the standard chips was always fairly easy to do. It was never that much of a hassle. You usually, by the end of the game, even if you like don't buy chips, you normally end up, why does this have a comp space? Boat comp, okay. I feel like usually by the time you get to the end of a Star Force game, like you finish the main story, you end up with around 100 out of 150 of the standard chips. Or cards, rather. I always say chips. And then when you start doing the post-game stuff, like high-level viruses are in the post-game, and they drop like high-level standard chips, which get you a lot of the ones that you're missing. Holy Panel is probably one of the chips we were missing. I actually want to look really quickly. How many do we have? Library. We're actually only at 76. We're just over halfway. That's a little surprising. I thought we would have more than 76. I thought we'd be at around 90 or something. Star Force 1, you might not run into as many standard chips as you do in Star Force 2 and 3. I've definitely played Star Force 2 and 3 a lot more than I have 1. But I mean, we're still also not done with the game. We're going to run into some high-level viruses in the final dungeon, and they'll probably drop some standard chips that we don't have yet, etc., etc. And also, like I said, we haven't like been buying any of the standard chips, and some standard chips you basically never run into, so you just have to buy them. So as long as we stockpile some Zenny, then we can, I really thought Gemini Spark was going to be right there. I guess he is in the scrapyard. He's probably going to be in the first half of the scrapyard, though, not the second half. The point I'm trying to get to is I think it'll be really easy to find all the standard chips. Not really easy, but I don't think it'll take more than, like, one stream. I think we'll be able to find most, if not all of them, in one stream, and then we can do one other stream to, like, do all the post-game stuff that you have to have the standard chips for. Because once you beat the game, you get access to more, like, areas with high-level viruses you can fight who drop more standard chips. Is Gemini Spark over here where Pat was abandoned as a child? That'd be pretty brutal, but understandable. Ah, Queen Ophiuca. That'll work. Oh, thank goodness we didn't miss the bird here. Also, Human, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Goodbye. So, you know, we'll see what happens. It's also entirely possible that I decide later on, like, it's taking too long to get all the standard chips, and then I just do it off-screen instead of on-screen. But I think it'll be good to do on-screen. I think it'll be fun. I just like playing this game. Like, right here are 3 that we don't have, because they say new. If they say new, then we've never gotten them before. So I'm actually going to spin... The problem, though, is that we don't have a ton of money. But I'm going to go ahead and spin 1,500 Zenny to get this poison apple. The reason why I bought this is because it says matches only. I don't think there's any way to get match only chips other than the card trader, or from buying them. I don't think they ever show up naturally in the game. I don't know about Ice Burst and Tidal Edge. They might show up naturally, they might not. But that one I felt safe buying. But there will be a lot of, when we get into the post game, it'll be a lot of like get money, spend money. Wow, he's not here either. What the heck? Where on earth is Gemini Sparky X? There will be a lot of like get money, go to store, buy any chip that says new, and that's another standard chip off the list. Where on earth is Gemini Sparky X? I want this Gemini Spark chip before we go to the final boss area. Is he in this section? Maybe he's in this section. Wave change, boys. But yeah, we'll also definitely, once we're in the post-game, we'll start dumping a lot of chips into the high-level traders in hopes of getting any high-level chips we're missing. That's the right way to go. What's over here? A dead end where Gemini Spark is, maybe? No, this goes back to the other area. If I don't find Gemini Spark in the next little bit, I will... Oh, dude, Moe Fall too. Nice. But we actually get to take every single chip here. Okay, goodbye. Only needed one chip. I will look up where Gemini Spark is in the next little bit if we don't just, like, find him. I don't think he's right here. He's gotta be over this way somewhere. Where could he be? Barrier 200 is awesome. I wish I had another fire ring, too. That would be very nice. Burn! Burn all the scrap down. My barrier is yellow now. You can't stop me. Dragon Sky EX would be insane overkill. Goodbye. Lone Wolf, you still in chat? You want to look up for me where Gemini Spark EX is in Mega Man Star Force Dragon for me? Because if I don't run into him here in a second, I want someone to tell me. Otherwise, I will just have to, like, open my phone and look it up. So you would save me having to do that. I would appreciate it. I did that wrong. I'm starting to think the Vulcan Seed chip isn't actually as good as I remember it being. I don't think it's bad, but I definitely don't feel like it's the best chip we could have right now in its place. I feel like it would be a lot better if it was the next level up. Boop. Whoops. He's gotta be in here, right? Oh, dang it. Get him, Cygnus. One. Quack. So if he's not in here, which actually doesn't look like I can go any further here anyways. I don't know where he is. Yeah. Chat. Lone Wolf, or someone else if they looked it up. Where is Gemini Spark EX? I feel like I checked everywhere. I must have missed a corner somewhere where he spawns. Isn't this a wave thing you can go into if I turn it on? It's not on. Do you want to turn it on? Yeah, brother. A wave hole has appeared. Nice. It is in the park? I looked in the park. I was right. My first instinct was right out the gate. I knew it. I must have missed a corner somewhere where he spawns. Where would I have missed that at? I had to have walked right by it.